Hey everyone, Joe from On AV and On a Vinyl. I know you know I'm Joe. I know you know I'm from On AV and On a Vinyl. It's just the way that I start these things. Been away for a little bit. Took a bit of a trip to Montreal to see Lady Gaga. Unbelievably good. If you are not a fan of her music, I can understand that you're thinking, Joe, what are you talking about? But if you saw it, you would have been amazed. It was fantastic. But I digress. That's not the reason why I'm here today, although I will tell you all about it if you come in and see me. So do that. I was watching a different channel today. I watch channels from different shops around the world, and the gentleman was talking about standards coming in. And what he meant was the standard albums that come in a lot of collections, and or, you know, if a box walks in off the street, these are the albums that you know are going to come in and go back out again. Standards is what he called them. Standees actually is what he called them. And he had a UK accent as well. I'm not sure where from. But anyway, again, they're albums that come in, you clean them, you price them, you put them out, and pretty much gone right away. So I decided I would look and see just exactly what our standards have been, which have sold the most that we've gotten in and then we've sold again. So I ran a little bit of a list, and I've come up with some. I'm not going to keep you too long, but we'll go through a few things. A glaring omission is the one that I've got up there right now. Fleetwood Mac Rumors. You could have 100 of those, and you would probably sell 100 of them to the next 120 people that came in. Not necessarily, because now a lot of people do have that one, but then a lot of people had that one originally as well. Anyway, it is definitely the one that sells the most when you ask other dealers or you talk about other shops. And in fact, it got brought up in that video that I was watching as well. So with that said, we just haven't had that many come in, but we have had all the ones that have come in have gone back out again. So we do not have that currently. But here's a quick run through of some of the ones that we have had come in collections, whether they're big collections, small collections, not necessarily one at a time. And we're looking for collections. So if you're out there and you see this and you've got a collection, let us know, because we're trying to pick up a couple more collections to get them out in the bins. So do that. Get a hold of me, joe at onav.ca, or you can call me on my cell, which is 306-536-6260, or the shop 306-522-6628, 522 on AV. We make it simple. Anyway, now that I've scrolled yet again, these are albums that have come in collections, and we've sold a bunch of them. And a bunch, I mean, by the most is 11, but I kind of drew the line at 8. So let's start with the 8s, and let's do that. So again, this is another one. If you had 100 of them, you would sell 100 of them instantly. If they're fairly priced. Now, they have to be fairly priced, even if you put the price up a little bit. Anyway, Dark Side of the Moon. We always have it fairly priced. It comes, it goes all the time. Nazareth Greatest Hits, a great greatest hits album by a fantastic band. Again, that's one that will come in and go back out fairly quickly. You know, if someone needs it, again, or they're new to the shop. Beatles Revolver, we've had a bunch of Beatles Revolver in. These are all ones that we've sold 8 copies of. Again, because we've gotten 8 copies, we've then sold 8 copies. If we had more, we probably would have sold more. We do have a revolver. We have a couple revolvers around, actually. They are the MoFi edition revolvers, so they're a little bit higher priced than your standard edition, say $20, $30 revolver. And then, of course, you've got the Boss right there. You've got the Boss back there. You've got the Boss right there. Bruce Springsteen, Born in the USA. Again, 8 copies, because that's how many we've gotten in, and that's how many have gone back out. I do have a couple examples of ones where we do actually still have a copy of them in the shop to, you know, for you to come in and buy, which you can still buy at buy one, get one half off. That's just standard now. Come on in. Fair pricing to begin with, and then you buy one, you get one half off. Okay, so that's the 8s. Let's do the 9s quick. Let's fire up the 9s. So again, Saturday Night Fever soundtrack, the Bee Gees and the rest on there. Lovely disco music from the 70s. Again, it comes in, it goes out. It comes in, it goes out. Meatloaf, Bat Out of Hell, gets requested quite a bit. Hey, have you got Bat Out of Hell? And sometimes we do, but as soon as we do, someone comes in and usually picks it up. So there you go. Doobie Brothers, taking it to the streets. Look, we have one of those that you can come and pick up. So these are the 9s right now, where we've sold 9 copies of, and we've got 10 because we've got one of those available for you. And the Cars Heartbeat City. The Cars, most of the other ones, again, come and go quickly. That's just the one that we've had the most of. And I'm not sure why that's the one we've had the most of, because if we had the self-titled, it would go. Candio always comes and goes as well. But Heartbeat City we've had in 9 times, gone out 9 times. We don't have currently. You know, a guy should be promoting things that he has in the shop, but it's a different concept. I'm going to do another video later this week. We've got a bunch of new arrivals coming in, some that will be for people and some that will go out into the bins. I know that folks like to watch the new arrival stuff, and as always, if there's something that you're looking for, get a hold of me and I will check for you a price and availability. Okay, so the 10s, let's do the 10s. Famous Blue Raincoat. Jennifer Warnes sings the songs of Leonard Cohen. Saw a wonderful, I don't know, 10, 20-story mural of Leonard Cohen in downtown Montreal. He is a hero there. Heart, Dreamboat Annie. Heart's Greatest Hits, we've sold lots of that as well. We just haven't got as many in as we have Dreamboat Annie. Lennon Comes and Goes, despite the fact that Yoko's on there. I shouldn't say that. That's not fair. She's not for me. I have come to the realization in my life where I'm not going to tell people that what they are listening to is no good. I'm going to say, that's not my style. That's not what I enjoy. And that's what happens with Yoko Ono. Now, John Lennon, on the other hand, big fan. So fantastic album. But again, we get it in, we get it out, and away we go. Currently, we do have 1 copy right now, and it is $5. So there you go. Again, falls into the category. Actually, we do also have the Jennifer Warnes. I forgot that I had that sitting beside me there. All of that falls into the category of buy one, get one half off. So that is the 10s. Now let's do the 11s. So these are the ones we've sold the most of. There were some greatest hits, and I couldn't narrow the spreadsheet down exactly. So, you know, I don't know. Maybe I think there might be the Eagles' greatest hits might actually be the one we've sold the most of, that we've gotten in and gotten out, because again, there's been so many of them sold back in the day. They come in a lot of collections. You always get one. Kind of like rumors. All right, so the 11s, Dire Straits, Brothers in Arms. That one, again, that one can come in and go out the door instantaneously almost. Such a fantastic album, in my humble opinion. Really, really good. So again, that's one that comes and goes. There is an Eagles album that comes and goes. Hotel California up there as well. We just haven't got as many copies in as we have of The Long Run. The Long Run just sold a ton of albums. A ton of copies of that. Anyway, Supertramp, Crime of the Century. Do not have any of that in right now, but again, a unbelievably great album, in my humble opinion. And then one of my all-time favorites, probably my favorite band. There's certainly top 3, AC/DC, Back in Black. If you had Highway to Hell, you'd sell a whole bunch of those as well. We're going to rotate back through again. But yeah, Back in Black, we've had a number of those in, including some of the gold reissued ones, which are still available. So if you're looking for some AC/DC, they've got the new gold. They're not really gold. They're gold colored. Anyway, if you're looking for some of the AC/DC, we don't have any in right now, but we can certainly bring them in new for you as well. So, all right, and yeah, Crime of the Century, we sell a lot of that. If we get it in, it goes out. Even in the Quietest Moments is my favorite Supertramp album. We don't get as many of that in as we do of Crime of the Century, but we still get a fair bit of Supertramp in. I think there is a Famous Last Words out there right now, but that's about it for Supertramp. Again, we're looking for some new collections, so if you're out there and you know of someone and you see this, let us know. Please give me a call at 522-6628, or you can call me on my cell or text me if you like, 306-536-6260. Best yet is come in and see us as well. I'm here almost every day. Not every day, but I'm here almost every day. Usually Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. So if you're coming in specifically to talk to me, that's the days I'm around. Doesn't mean you can't come in and buy records anytime. So, what else have I got coming out? Again, later this week, I'm going to do some new arrival stuff, some sealed stuff that we've got coming in. If you're looking for anything, let me know, please. Of course, we've still got turntables. We've still got speakers. We've still got amplifiers. We've still got TVs. We've got furniture. We've got Hunter Douglas window coverings. We've got lots and lots for you to see. Come on in and see us, all right? If you haven't been in for a while, come in and see us because we got some new stuff, some cool stuff. Ortofon cartridges, if you want to do some upgrading to your turntable. Lots of that stuff. Okay, Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. I don't know exactly when our next Saturday is going to be. Hopefully, in the next little while, we will try and have one. Yes, it's Record Store Day this Saturday. No, again, unfortunately, we are not participating. For those that have watched to this point, you've probably seen me talk about Record Store Day before, so I don't need to get into that. But if you have questions, please let me know. And if there's something that you want for Record Store Day and it doesn't become available to you right away, if it's around later, sometimes we can get that. So check with me on that. Okay, that's going to do it. So there's your 8, 9, 10, and 11 copies sold and Fleetwood Mac rumors. But again, we just haven't got as many rumors in, or it probably would lead the pack. Meatloaf would probably give it a go, I think, though, as well. That one fairly quickly in and out. In fact, I might even have a little bit of a list of people waiting for it. I do have a list, so if there's something you're looking for, I know I keep doing this. I make it sound like I'm going to wrap up and then I don't. If you have something you're looking for, I keep a list for folks. And then when we do buy collections, or if we're out there looking, or if I know of guys, my good friend Brian, he's always got lots to sell. If I can't find it, I'll try and find it for you, okay? So let me know, all the same places you let me know on the other stuff, including joe@onav.ca. All right, that's it. That's all. Thanks to all of you who watched all the way to the end. I know there's going to be a few. And when you come in and you tell me you watched all the way to the end, it makes me, it warms my heart. I appreciate it. Okay, done. Have a great day, everybody. Don't forget, if you know of anybody selling Fleetwood Mac rumors, let me know, because we will buy them and then we will resell them at a very fair price. Bye for now.